Hello everyone and welcome to your severe weather update for March 28th, 2020. So this is going to be a significant day when it comes to severe weather, and we're going to go over all the threats that you're going to be experiencing today. First, we're going to look at the Storm Prediction Center's current outlook. This is brand new. First things first, they've significantly expanded their enhanced and moderate risk areas. The city of St. Louis is now in an enhanced risk with a 10% tornado risk, the significant tornado risk just to the north of St. Louis. Still, the city of St. Louis should be prepared to see tornadoes in and around the area, and you should have a way to get weather alerts today regardless of where you are in the St. Louis area, even if you're to the south, because while you're just in the slight risk, you still do have a substantiated risk of getting a tornado of some sort. Models have been indicating a slow spread southward, so if you're in the slight risk, this could become an enhanced risk with time, as again, a slow southward adjustment has been needed to this outlook because of how far this looks to expand. Alright, with that being said, tornadoes are the primary threat today. The only thing that prompts the moderate risk are the red area. That is a 15% chance within 50 miles of getting a tornado with a significant hatch on it, meaning that this is a place which has an elevated chance of EF2 to EF5 tornadoes. Large hail comes as a secondary but still significant threat. The city of St. Louis is in a 30% chance within 50 miles of getting hail, and it does have that significant moniker on it, meaning over 2-inch hail is possible. Strong winds are the lowest threat, but they still exist and should be taken seriously. A 15% chance of strong winds occurring within 50 miles of your location anywhere really on this map. Timing is still uncertain as to when these storms will initiate, although it looks like it's going to be some point between noon and 2 o'clock. We'll be going live at around 1 o'clock today, so just about an hour from now, in order to talk about the severe weather and everything that is going on. Storms should enter the area in mid to late afternoon and leave the area by mid to late evening. So, MicroCasting will be going live again in about an hour from now. Here are the severe threats. Strong winds make a moderate threat on my scale, large hail a high threat, and tornadoes go on to my highest threat level, which is extreme. Flooding is at the moderate side, and you can see on the overall threat there, we do have an extreme threat for severe weather today. We'll go into more detail as to exactly where that is and what you should be looking for. So when it comes to wind, again, there's that moderate threat, and you can see on the southeastern side of things, that's where the highest threat is. You have that 20% moderate threat with a significant hatch on it, so that means that wind gusts of over 80 miles per hour are possible, and that extends from around southern Illinois and goes into southern Indiana. There are a few indications that a storm near Cape Girardeau could form, and that could bring some pretty significant winds and maybe even a little bit of hail with it. Here's the hail outlook. The hail outlook looks like this, and you can see that significant moniker. Again, that is for hail of over 2 inches in diameter, and you can see that goes up to the high risk with 30%, about an enhanced risk equivalent, and you can see here that the severe weather outlook does show that expanding quite south. The city of St. Louis still on a 10% chance, but you should still be watching this closely. Alright, and finally, this is the tornado outlook. This is by far the most serious one, a 40+% chance of a tornado occurring within 50 miles of a location has been given for the areas that you can see north of St. Louis. St. Louis in the 15%, very high 25% going around that. So again, this is a very serious situation. Tornadoes are going to be the primary threat, and you can see St. Louis is in my significant threat marker for EF2 plus tornadoes. So again, no matter where you are really in the area, you should be weather aware today, but especially if you're on the northern side of the St. Louis area, you should be aware of what's going on. Again, we'll be going live at around 1 o'clock today to talk about the severe weather threat. Alright, well thank you so much for watching. You can follow us on Facebook at MicroCasting St. Louis, on Twitter at MicroCasting STL, and you can search MicroCasting St. Louis to follow us over on Instagram. Alright, again, we're going to be live at 1 o'clock today. Thank you so much for watching. I do hope that you did get informed from this video, and subscribe and hit the bell to turn on notifications so you never miss anything from us. Also, just something to note with this live stream, the first hour will just be me, but the second hour, MicroCasting will be doing a collaboration with Force 13 United States, and we will be really helping cover the situation. So you'll see a large team, you'll get to meet a lot of new people from over on the Force 13 side of things, and I hope you do enjoy the stream, and I hope it informs you in some way. Be there at 1 o'clock in order to see the latest information on the severe weather scene. Alright, thank you all so much for watching. This is MicroCasting St. Louis, signing out.